Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Wednesday, March 16, 2016, around 7:06 in the morning in Billerica, Massachusetts. Going to be a nice and sunny day out. Going to be in the mid-50s. Some news to report. New York Yankees beat the Boston Red Sox by the score of 6-3 last night. Indiana Pacers beat the Boston Celtics by a score of 103-98. San Jose Sharks beat the Boston Bruins by the score of 3-2 last night. Bruins out of first place in the Atlantic Division. The New England Patriots signed defensive end Chris Long to a one-year contract. Marco Rubio dropped out of the presidential race for the GOP. Hillary Clinton's one step closer to locking up the Democratic nominee for President of the United States, and Donald Trump's unstoppable for the GOP. And Florida Gulf Coast and Wichita State are advancing to the round of 64 of the NCAA men's basketball tournament. It continues tonight on thru TV. And that's about it on the news. My first video blog subject today is the top 50 greatest NHL players during the original six era. The original six era was from 1942 through 1967, but I'm including many of these players played in the NHL before the original six era, and most of these players have Hall of Famers. And here is the list. Number 50 on this list of the greatest NHL players during the original six era, Bill Quackenbush was a defenseman, played 17 years in the NHL with many teams. He was the first defenseman to win the Lady Bean Award for most gentlemanly player. He's a Hockey Hall of Famer. He died in 1999. Eddie Andelman, who's the godfather of sports radio of Boston, would always say on the shows, Quackenbush! Number 49 on this list of the greatest NHL players during the original six era, Eddie Johnson, goaltender, who mainly played for the Boston Bruins. He's the last NHL goaltender to start all the team's games back in 1963, 1964. He's not in the Hockey Hall of Fame, but he won over 200 games during his career. Number 48 on this list of the greatest NHL players during the original six era, Al Rollins, goaltender, who played for the Blackhawks mainly. He was an MVP in 1954 despite the Blackhawks only winning 12 games. That's amazing. Number 47 on this list of the greatest NHL players during the original six era, Bay Pratt, a defenseman during that time, for the New York Rangers and the Toronto Maple Leafs, made some postseason All-Star teams, a Hockey Hall of Famer. Number 46 on this list of the greatest NHL players during the original six era, Bill Cowley. Bill played mainly for the Boston Bruins. He won a couple of Hart trophies during the 40s and led the NHL in scoring during the 40s as well. When he retired, he was the all-time assist leader in the NHL. Hockey Hall of Famer. The Bruins should retire as number 10 because he was such a great player. Number 45 on the list of the greatest NHL players during the original six era, Elmer Latch, who played for the Montreal Canadiens, part of a great line with Toll Blake and Maurice Richard. He won a Hart Trophy in 1948, won a couple of scoring titles, a Hockey Hall of Famer. Number 44 on this list of the greatest NHL players during the original six era, Sid Howe. Sid played for a few teams. He scored over 200 goals and close to 500 points. He ended his career with the Detroit Red Wings, a Hockey Hall of Famer. Number 43 on this list of the greatest NHL players during the original six era, Alex Delvecchio. Alex Delvecchio played over 20 seasons in the NHL, all with the Detroit Red Wings, scored over 400 goals, over 706, 1,200 points. He ended his career as the captain of the Red Wings. He retired. He coached the Red Wings for a while, and number 10 is hailing from the Raptors from Joe Louis Arena. Number 42 on this list of the greatest NHL players during the original six era, Gord Drillen. Gord played for the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. He led the NHL in scoring in 1938. Only had a brief 8-year career, but he was a dominant player. And number 41 on this list of the greatest NHL players since during the original six era, defenseman Harry Howell, who mainly played for the New York Rangers. He won the 1967 Norris Trophy for Best NHL Defenseman, and he said that he better win it now because it would be dominated by Bobby Orr of the Boston Bruins, and he was right. And that's about it on this list. And tomorrow will be from numbers 40 to 31. I will be back later, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus with 2 more video blogs. One will be about the Lex Express public transportation for Lexington, Massachusetts, and the third and final video blog of the night will be about former Red Sox owner Tom Yawkey. Keep calm, everybody! I'm a Julie Bunning guy. Molly Roseblood of WCCOX and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart so stunning. She's the best. She's got nice legs as well. Amy Swezzy's the best. And in the words of Sean Lucia, get out! Don't forget Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. Questions, comments, concerns, shout-out, plugs, send it to me and will be addressed. 6 more days to the next Ask Rich Bulletin video blog, so send those questions in now. Have a good day. Bye.